Hello besties! So as you clearly can see by the title of this video, this is a what I eat in a week because I get questions all the time about the meals I make in my vlogs, and I tend to eat the same things over again and have like staple meals. So if you were ever curious about what I eat as a 22-year-old vegan that lives on her own in grocery shops and all that, then this is the video for you. Speaking of grocery shop, I do include my grocery shopping haul for like a typical basic week and what it comes out to and usually what I get. And I also want to clarify, this is like a what I eat in a week, but just like random things. I'm not accounting for going day by day for every meal, so like don't think every day of only what I eat. I don't show a lot of it. I'm just kind of showing like my staple recipes, like I said. But yeah, that's enough talking. I thought I would just do a quick little introduction, so let's get into it. Alright, so we are starting off this video with something you've definitely seen me eat before, and it's very self-explanatory, but it is a yogurt bowl. So pretty much just cut up whatever fruit you want. I like bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and these are typically the fruits that I always have in the fridge. And then get your favorite yogurt. This is my favorite. It's the So Delicious unsweetened coconut. Do about a cup of that, and then I like to add in some protein powder. This veggie protein and greens powder is really good. That way it just like makes it a more filling and substantial meal. And then I add a little bit of agave because it is unsweetened yogurt, so kind of tastes a little funky without sweetener. And then just layer it on all your little fruits. I don't obviously always try to make it aesthetic. I usually just dump them all on there, but for the sake of the video I tried, except I kind of failed because then my granola bag fell over and kind of ruined it. But that's okay. It still looks pretty and it is delicious, filling, and super refreshing. So this meal has become a new staple in my rotation of the same meals that I eat all the time, and it is just a veggie sandwich. Super simple. So again, I always tend to have these same veggies in the fridge: some cucumbers, carrots, avocado, and then lettuce or some sort of spinach. And then I'm just cutting that all up, taking about a quarter of the avocado on some toast, mashing that on one piece, and then on the other piece going in with some garlic hummus. I am obsessed with hummus, and on a sandwich it is just so good. Sprinkling some everything bagel seasoning, because what don't I put everything bagel seasoning on? And then again, just layering the veggies. Super self-explanatory. Again, really refreshing and filling. And then once you cut that in half in nice little triangles is the way to go. If you cut it in half regularly, you're wrong. I usually serve that with a side like popcorn or some more fruit, and eating this just makes me feel like a little kid, like just eating a sandwich. I don't know, it just feels fun. So for this breakfast, I am eating some banana bread. This is the last of what I had, so it looks really weird because it's like the end piece, but it is delicious. This banana bread recipe I've made quite a few times already, so I just make a loaf of it and eat it throughout the week. I like to warm it up because warm banana bread, I think that's self-explanatory. And then of course, making some coffee. I drink coffee every day, and I found this pumpkin spice creamer at Aldi, and it's really good. Froth it up, part of the frothy coffee gang, pour it, and there you go. Pretty simple breakfast and delicious. Hello besties, quick intermission. You saw me eat some banana bread for breakfast this morning. Well, I'm going to be making the same recipe, but I'm going to make it into pumpkin bread because I have been obsessed with it recently. So this recipe I got from this Instagram account right here, and I will link her down below. And like I said, it was banana bread originally, but I'm going to switch out some of the bananas for pumpkin to see if I can make it work for pumpkin bread, because now that we're almost to October, like we're halfway through September right now, pumpkin bread is only acceptable. So instead of 3 bananas, I'm gonna do 1 mashed banana and then a cup of pumpkin. We're going to mash that banana. Okay, and then I got my pumpkin, and I hope a cup isn't too much. I'm just guessing here. Maybe more like 3/4 of a cup. And again, just mix that in. Okay, then it calls for a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Syrup or syrup? Debate in the comments. And then 2 flax eggs, which is just a tablespoon of ground flaxseed with 3 tablespoons of water. So I doubled that. And then you just let it sit till it becomes this type of goo. Delicious. All right, then I got 2 cups of oat flour, which is just oats blended up into a flour. 1 teaspoon baking powder, ½ teaspoon baking soda. I don't like how they are the same shape. Someone needs to change that branding. And then finally, instead of cinnamon, I'm just using some pumpkin pie spice. A lot of it. Like a lot. Like you think that's enough, but keep going. Yeah. And finally, a 1/4 cup of both walnuts and chocolate chips. And then we got that, and we're gonna mix it up. I gotta show you this amazing orange color. Wow. Matches my Harry Styles shirt. All right, and then just put it in the little loaf pan. Of course, lick the spoon. That's gonna be so good, oh my god. And finally, just put in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so here is the final pumpkin bread, and it turned out so good. Not gonna lie, I was really proud of myself for making it work, even though I really only switched out one ingredient, but it was delicious. Look at this beautiful orange color, and of course the chocolate chips and walnut to just make it, and yeah, I've been eating this all week. So this is what a typical like afternoon between meal snack looks like for me. Usually when I'm like editing or just need a little pick-me-up, it's just usually hummus. I told you I'm obsessed with hummus, and then these everything pretzel crisps, and I used up some of the cucumber I had as well. This I like to classify as one of those meals that you just throw together because you're running low on groceries and just kind of have to use what you have in the fridge. So I'm first cubing up some tofu, and I always like to marinate my tofu in some soy sauce and sriracha, and putting it in a container like this with the lid and just shaking it up gently is just a really easy way to do that. And then you can either pan fry or bake it. Here I'm just baking it on a parchment lined sheet, and I usually put that at like 450 degrees for like 20-25 minutes. I'm sorry to be aggressive there, but I'm cooking up a sweet potato and you gotta stab it if you're gonna microwave it. I always microwave my potatoes. I'm lazy. I don't want to wait 40 minutes for it to cook in the oven, so I microwave it for like 6-7 minutes typically. And then I'm going into the freezer where I have this Trader Joe's Mexican cauliflower rice, and a friend recommended this to me, so I really wanted to try it out. So all it has you do for this is just heat up some oil in a pan and then defrost it and cook it up until it's your desired level of cookedness. Okay, I don't know what those words were, but yeah, this is again one of those throw together meals. I typically like to include a protein, a carb, and a vegetable. So we got all of that right here. The cauliflower rice was really good, however, it was really spicy. I was not expecting that, so I can handle spice pretty well, but that was definitely a surprise at how spicy it was. The week would not be complete if I didn't have an everything bagel for breakfast at least one day. So these are the whole food everything bagels, which I think are really good. However, the Trader Joe's ones definitely still stand first, and I feel like I don't need to explain to you how to cut up a bagel, toast it, and then butter it. But I eat this probably like 4 or 5 times out of the week if I'm being honest. At this point, I think I've just become like emotionally dependent on everything bagels and coffee because they're just my comfort meal and nothing satisfies me more than them. Oh wow, would you look at that? I'm back at my kitchen table again. However, this time I have something very exciting to share with you in terms of cooking, because this is a what I eat in a week video. Okay. So as you can see here, I have a nice big box from Green Chef. And if you didn't know, Green Chef is a meal plan service that sends a nice big box of food to your house with pre-portioned, planned out, and mostly prepped meals so that you can just cook from the instructions and not even have to think about it, and also try new things. It's USDA certified organic, which we love, and we also love that it is the most sustainable meal kit because we love sustainability here. And it even says on the side here, it offsets 100% of their carbon emissions and plastic that they use. So we love that, and I'm so excited to open this up and see what meal they sent me, because they have a bunch of different dietary options to choose from vegan, vegetarian, keto, and paleo. Obviously I chose the vegan one because we are vegan here. But I'm so excited because 1, I'm starving, 2, it's a rainy day and all I want to do is cook a nice warm meal, and 3, we all know that I eat the same things all the time, so I'm so excited to try something different. Alrighty. Oh, this already looks so good. Blackened cauliflower bowls, Tuscan white bean and chard soup. I've really been craving soup. That sounds good. Maple carrot power bowls. I think these cauliflower bowls are calling me. That looks really, really good. Ooh. So much fun. All right, so here are all the ingredients portioned out already. We got some scallions, celery, rice, this delicious looking vegan paprika Dijon aioli. That sounds fancy. Cauliflower, corn, a tomato, lime, and onion, and some spices. So I guess we'll just get to cooking. I'm so excited. How many times am I gonna say I'm excited? I am. I love food. I can't help it. All right, so first order of business is cooking the rice. Got half a cup of jasmine rice and a cup of water in this pot right here. Pour that in there, as well as the vegetable stock concentrate. Never used vegetable stock in rice before. And stir that together and wait for that to boil and cook. Obviously, it's rice. It's gonna take a little bit. All right, then we got the cauliflower, which I'm just gonna cut into a little bit smaller pieces. A little bit of oil, the blackening spices, and that goes in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. Okay, so now it's time for the veggie prep, which I am excited because I love chopping things. That sounds wrong. Dice the tomato. I actually, even though I just said I like cutting vegetables and stuff, I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh God, no, don't look at my technique. Actually, I don't think there's a technique going on right here. That is so satisfying sounding. Oh my God. Let's see if I can cut it without crying. Oh, I feel it hitting. I almost made it. All right, so next we're gonna char the corn. I don't know if I've ever done that before. This is what we're looking for, little brown bits. Wow, okay, this looks and smells literally incredible. Whatever that aioli stuff on top looks so good. I'm not gonna say I'm excited because you already know, but I guess I just said it, so let's try it together. This is one of the best things I've ever crafted with my two hands. I love roasted cauliflower. I love all the fresh vegetables that are in here, and the lime just really like freshens it up and brings it together. Oh my God. I don't want to talk because I just want to keep eating it. Can you see Zoe in her little candy corn costume? I love it. You approve of this? No, which means it's good because she doesn't like people food. So this was super delicious, super easy to make. Again, everything was pre-portioned out for me and I just had to follow the instructions, and it was a lot of fun. So if you're interested in Green Chef, you can go to greenchef.us and use code REESE100 to get $100 off and free shipping. Again, that is greenchef.us, not .com. Use code REESE100 to get $100 off and free shipping. This recipe says it makes 2 servings, but I honestly might eat both servings by myself. Hello y'all, coming at you again live. Hi. Live meaning non-voiceover. But I just had to go grocery shopping because my side of the fridge was looking a little bare. I had no vegetables and was running out of a lot of things. So I thought I would show you what my typical grocery shop looks like. This is like my partial grocery shop where I still have the majority of like my pantry staples and I'm just restocking on like the fresh stuff. So it typically comes out to about $30 for this like partial shop. If I need to go from like everything and everything was empty in my cabinets and fridge, it would be like $50. But yeah, $30 is usually what I spend on like the average week. So let me show you what I got. These are not typical, but I got some tortilla chips because I have salsa and had no chips to eat it with. Spinach. This is a staple snack for me, these everything pretzel crisps and garlic hummus. I already have one of each, but I'm, you know, just restocking again. Broccoli, some microwave popcorn, another staple snack of mine. Baby carrots, these trail mix granola bars, but I honestly only ever eat them at like 3 in the morning when I randomly wake up and I'm starving. That's what they're there for. Bananas, cucumber. These are something different that I typically don't get on a weekly basis, but there's some vegan chicken nuggets just because I have some sweet potatoes and I want to make sweet potato fries, so I thought chicken nuggets were like only right to get with them. Apples, I eat like 2 apples every day. I love them. Some strawberries and another little treat. I just had to get them. They're jumbo pumpkin rolls. So they're like cinnamon rolls, but pumpkin flavored, and they're surprisingly vegan. And I was like, I can't not get these. Like no dairy, no eggs. Are they healthy? No, but that's not the point. The point is that they're vegan and I'm gonna be very happy eating them. But yeah, this is what I got, kind of just refilling everything that was empty in my fridge. Like I said, I do have like the staple stuff. I have oats, bread, bagels, all different condiments, blueberries, my tofu and yogurt. This again is just the things that were either like fresh fruit or vegetables or the snacks that I ran out of. Okay, time to put this away. Alright, so here I am making those sweet potato fries and chicken fingers like I just mentioned. So just taking a sweet potato and cutting it into fry shapes. I feel like that's you know, pretty self-explanatory. I feel like I've said self-explanatory a million times in this video, but I eat very simply, as you can see. The sweet potato was pretty big, so I only used half of it, and then putting it into a bowl with a little bit of oil and some seasoning. I personally like paprika, salt, pepper, and usually like any other type of like garlic or salty seasoning on it, but paprika on fries is really good. And then just putting that on a parchment lined sheet, spreading those out and into the oven at like 450 degrees, I'd say for about 25-30 minutes. And then taking those chicken fingers from Aldi and putting them on the pan as my fries are halfway done. I also made sure to flip my fries over, and there we go. Another kid type meal that reminds me of just like being a little kid. I didn't have any ketchup, so I used this barbecue sauce, but it was still really good, and I was very impressed by these vegan chicken fingers. They held their own. Alright, so for another breakfast this week, I just had the fruit and yogurt bowl again, and I already mentioned this, but I eat like 2 to 3 apples a day as snacks in between my meals because I love them, they're quick, easy, and finally, this would not be a complete what I eat in a week video if I didn't include my spring roll recipe. If you follow me on Instagram, I post these all the time because me and my roommate make them probably like 4 to 5 times a week, and I wish I was exaggerating. They are so good. So, marinating my tofu like I did before with some soy sauce and sriracha, and I'm just pan frying that, and then I just thinly slice up all my veggies, which I like cucumber, carrots, green onion, and a big handful of spinach. Just thinly slice and then roughly chop up the spinach as well as an avocado. And then it's time to assemble them. So taking some rice paper, I get mine from Whole Foods, you just put it under some water so that it gets wet, and this is what makes it flexible so that you can roll it up. So then you just layer everything how you like. This is so fun to make. I feel like I'm in like a little assembly line. I like to add some sriracha and everything bagel seasoning, and you roll it up like a little burrito, and you got yourself some spring rolls. So here we go. I usually make myself 4 and serve it up with a side of sweet chili sauce, and these are amazing, wonderful, 10 out of 10. Could not recommend any more. Like I already mentioned, like I eat everything multiple times a week. This is definitely my favorite recipe of all time. Okay, so that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, remember, this is not everything that I eat every single day. I didn't record all the things that I eat more than this. I'm just showing you like my staple meals and trying to just show as much as I can in the video. I eat what feels good for me. I eat what feels right. Again, I am vegan, but other than that, I don't really follow any like restrictions or dietary rules or anything like that. So take as you will. This is just used as like inspiration again to show the common things I make all the time. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and make sure that you stay tuned to my next video. Bye.